Back again, another Cincinnati Fringe preview, this time with a Fringe veteran, the great Carolyn Stein, The Last Witch in Ireland. Tell us all about this year's In Boca performance production.
So, hello. Thank you for having me. We are doing a piece called The Last Witch in Ireland, and it is based on, as it says right there, the story of Bridget Cleary, who was a woman who was, it's real cheery material as per usual with us. She was mistaken by her husband to be a changeling in 19th century Ireland when she came down ill one day. And her husband was so convinced that she'd been replaced by a changeling and was a witch and a changeling that he burned her to death.
Wow.
And then was put on trial for her death. And it's a pretty wild story. There's actually been a lot of different podcast episodes on really well-known podcasts, like all kinds of stuff done about it. And it's just a fascinating story about like who are the people that we trust and who are the people that we think can care for us. And what happens when we can't trust the people we should be able to trust the most, especially as female presenting people. The people who are supposed to most intimately help us and take care of us when we are vulnerable.
Sounds powerful. I'm sure it'll be spooky. I'm sure it will be well done. Devised Theater is fun to watch for sure.
Yeah.
Here are the show dates and times. You're in Gabriel's Corner this year. You can catch the show at all those different times, but do not wait to get your tickets. Get them now at cincyfringe.com. All access passes are only $300. That's 35 plus shows this year you can see. That's amazingly cheap. Or $90 for a 6-ticket pack of flex passes. Or you can just see one show for $18 if you want. But why would you do that? There's so many things to see.
It's so much more fun at Fringe to go see a bunch of different shows and treat it like the Olympics. It's great.
That's right. And then to hang out after. What are you most looking forward to this year besides your own show? Anything on, if you look through the list, have you got anything you're looking forward to checking out?
Oh, gosh. I mean, there's so much cool stuff happening. I get excited to see everything that, of course, everyone local comes up with. And, like, aren't you? You're doing something.
I do have a piece. Yes, I have a development piece called Webcam.
I was super excited to see that.
Yeah, and Lauren Carr, the amazing Lauren Carr, is directing. And we got a great cast. And, so that could be on your list. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it is. Don't worry. But I'm always excited to see what Queen City Flash comes up with. Just because their stuff is always wild, and we are sharing a space with them. There's a lot of plays about, or shows about, really powerful, spooky ladies this year. So, and we are one of them. So I'm excited to be a part of that lineup and see a bunch of those.
I didn't even make my schedule this year. I did last year, and then I did these interviews, and it blew up because I found things I wanted to see that I didn't think I would want to see until I talked to the artist. So I just have waited, and I'm slowly now making a priority list because I can't see them all, although I wish I could. I'm going to do my very best to get it to as many as possible. That's the fun part about Fringe is you can discover new things, and the local stuff's always fantastic, and some of the out-of-town stuff sounds amazing, too, from these interviews. So check out the rest of these previews, and also make sure you definitely check out The Last Witch in Ireland, the story of Bridget Cleary from In Boca Performance. Again, showtimes there at Gabriel's Corner. Tickets available, cincyfringe.com. Anything else we should say about the show? Anything you hope people take away from it?
I mean, I think I already touched on that, this idea of, especially for femme presenting people, women identifying people, like what happens when we can't trust those who are supposed to support us when we're most vulnerable, which the story is from the 1890s, but I think it rings very relevant today.
Unfortunately.
But also we're playing with, I mean, that's very dark and heavy. So also we're playing with like the magic of what is a changeling in Irish folklore, and what is our shadow self, and how do we play with that and allow that part of ourselves to come out.
I love it.
So, and there'll be a lot of really cool movement in it this year. We're working with some stuff that we don't usually bring. We usually go really light on props and set pieces, and we didn't do that this year.
Oh, cool.
Which is very unlike us. So
I'm excited. Always good to have some things up your sleeve, some new things to see. The show's called The Last Witch in Ireland. You can check it out at Cincinnati Fringe, May 31st through June 15th. CincyFringe.com. Get your tickets now. We'll see you all down there.